Hi, good morning, and this adventure today brings us to Newark Priory. The priory which we are now seeing was built next to what has become known as Abbey Stream, which in fact originally formed part of a meander of the original way before cuts were created, effectively marooning the building on an island. All around is a network of drainage channels dug by the monks to keep this floodplain clear. The priory itself was founded in the early 12th century by Augustan canons, or black canons, with descriptive reference to the black-hooded cloaks and cassocks they wore. Raoul de Calva and his wife, Beatrice de Saunders, provided the land and material support to enable the priory to be built with the initial blessing of Richard I, and by subsequent refounding charter of Edward II in 1320. Through their generosity, the priory was able to become quite prosperous, with rents being generated from properties scattered across 10 London parishes, including Winchester and Rochester, as well as more local interests. The priory in its heyday was a significant complex of buildings surrounding an important church. Today's been amazing. When we arrived today, the whole place was shrouded in mist, and as the sun's risen in the sky, it's revealed this wonderful landscape and the priory which is behind us. I hope you've been enjoying these shots and that you continue to enjoy the rest of this as we reveal Newark Priory Unlocked to you. The Black Canons, also known as Austin, went on to found the St Thomas and St Bartholomew's Hospitals in London. The priory, which at its peak was home to a community of 200, fell into ruins after it was sacked on the orders of Henry VIII at the dissolution, and having been systematically stripped for building materials over the ensuing centuries, all that now remains is part of the great church. A later owner, Lord Onslow, had the wisdom to stop the looting, for without his intervention, the little that is left would no longer be with us. The crews of barges were well steeped in the mysteries and legends of the rivers along which they worked. One often debated was the presence of the tunnels that had been dug in the 13th century between the priory and various destinations. The most believable was one that apparently ran to a nearby nunnery. A story often told by the carters was of a tunnel that ran all the way to Guildford, passing under the river 5 times. A very tall story indeed. If you'd also like to visit this place, not far from the priory is a small car park just off the road. From here it is quite easy to access this location by the lock and look across to the priory with just about half a mile's walk. So, that was a great day today, flying over Newark Priory, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And please remember to like, share and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So until we take our next adventure, have a great day.
Oh no, please don't do that.